Hello everyone, my name is Pastor Samuel Makori, the leader of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kenya. In the recent past, my dear viewer, you have seen what has taken place in Kenya, political agitation and
Pastor Makori accused Pastor Stephen of tribalism, citing transfers of Gussie pastors. Yet under Pastor Stephen, 23 Gussie pastors remained around Nakuru. After installing Pastor Mwathi, he continues transferring against policy and court orders. However, the number dropped to below 20. Between 23 and below 20, which number should complain? Who then is the tribalist? Pastor Stephen was claimed to be removed to maintain sanity. Yet Pastor Aruya, known for open adultery, remains untouchable. Worse, Pastor Aruya sits on the disciplinary committee that removed Pastor Stephen. Is this sanity or hypocrisy? Are we promoting sanity or immorality? Is this going to continue as long as Makori lives? May God help those who will be doing elections to consider this. Instead of helping pastors like Pastor Isika, Pastor Mwaniki, and Makori himself retire honorably, Pastor Makori, through his puppet Mwathi, recalls retired pastors, not due to shortage, but because he fired young pastors. He is also making a loophole of his return in case he misses out in this elections. What integrity is this?
As a union leader, Pastor Makori should uphold transparency. Instead, he fakes his documents, including his ID, to extend service years. He has trained Pastor Mudashi in the same crooked ways, installing him as chaplain director and Sabbath school leader. No wonder I saw Sabbath schools closing back there in Kenya.
Pastor Stephen and lay representative Molly were removed from the union committee for appealing against an illegal injunction. Yet Pastor Makori himself appealed in high court against contempt sentencing and never quit. Pastor Mwathi also went to court against Stephen's reinstatement, but Makori never expelled him. Double standard in broad daylight. When Pastor Isika and Pastor Mwathi were against Pastor Stephen, they incited members not to return tithe. Nothing was done. Now, when Stephen's supporters withhold tithe, pastors in those districts are being fired and intimidated by those who never even went to school. Is tithe loyalty to God or to Pastor Makori's and his proxy throne?
Pastor Makori paints himself as a guardian of order, but his record shows hypocrisy and double standards. If Pastor Stephen was guilty, then Pastor Makori is guilty many times over. If Pastor Mwathi is innocent, so better and far much better Pastor Stephen. If Pastor Aruya is excused, no pastor should be judged again. This is not discipline, but dictatorship disguised as spirituality. A big cry to those back in our motherland, Kenya, and Seventh-day Adventist Church fraternity. Consider returning sanity to our church.
Kuna hatua yote ambayo tumechukua siku ya leo.